we have the Atmosphere Charm, Thunderstorm, Nebulous, and a bunch of other weather-related spells. Now, we're adding another one to the mix, Meteolojinx. Apparently, Grindelwald uses it to escape while he was being transported from Akusa to the Ministry of Magic. Now it becomes a part of your arsenal in Harry Potter Magic Awakened. Let's learn about it in this video. This is a spell card that damages opponents in a rectangular area on the field. The way that you cast it is that you have a circle area around you. Anywhere within that circle you can cast it. Just remember though that the rectangle rotates around you along the circle, so it can be horizontal, vertical, or diagonal. It'll deal damage to any opponents within the rectangle that get hit. Any non-players that get hit will continue to receive damage over time. This will stay with them until they're defeated. They don't stack, so even if they get hit with multiple Metelojinxes, it won't apply additional dots to them. To maximize this new spell, Grindelwald would be a good echo to use, specifically with strategy companions. This allows you to have multiple copies of Metelojinx in your hand at a lower MP cost. Just don't forget that it'll use the average level of the deck as its level. Another option to use is Flitwick. If you have 7 and 6 MP cards, Metelojinx can be the third in the combo and Flitwick will double its effects. Unfortunately, you won't be able to control where the second version of the spell will get cast. And then you have McGonagall. You can build combos to make sure that your opponents can get hit by Metelojinx. Although you'll want to test out these combos first since some cards have an animation delay and won't cast as fast as Metelojinx. And then you can of course use it to trigger echoes like Dumbledore and Luna. The card won't necessarily gain any other advantage from being put in those decks, but it will certainly help the echo. Now for companions that you can use, Dumbledore and Hermione are great since they can double the effect of Metelojinx. You could also opt to summon Hermione on your opponent's side of the field so that she can cast Metelojinx further. Abigail and Ron can help group your opponents together so that you can Metelojinx more of them. Now, if you're having a hard time managing your MP with this card, you can add Lottie to your deck. Then of course, as with most spells, you can use it with Longshuren, Luna, and McGonagall to activate their abilities. Some of the cards that will work well with Metelojinx would be Niffler and Golden Snitch to help with MP regen. Since you'll also be positioning yourself a lot to properly angle Metelojinx, you can use cards like Baby Manticores, Enchanted Popping Candy, or Alchemy to gain more movement. Now, to get opponents in a more advantageous position to hit with the spell, you can use Accio, Expulso, Orb of Water, or Incarcerus. The main challenge with using this card is that you won't be able to reach your opponents if they just stand around at the back. So you want to use cards like Accio or Abigail to yank opponents where you can hit them with Metelojinx. Majority of the damage will be coming from hitting your opponents with the initial damage of Metelojinx. The dot it applies to non-players isn't a lot. It's good for finishing off an opponent with not a lot of hit points left, but not sturdier summons. If you're planning to use the spell and would still need to get into a good position to cast it, it would be good to use Baby Manticores so you can keep moving around and adjusting to get to the right angle so you don't waste a lot of movement. You can use Orb of Water to both bring your opponents closer to the middle of the field as well as get into proper position to hit your opponents with the spell. Metelojinx is a fun and flexible spell that rewards good positioning and smart setup. Its dot damage may not be the best, but when you line it up properly, it can hit multiple targets and control the battlefield effectively. So if you enjoy skill-based spells that rely on timing and positioning, Metelojinx is definitely worth adding to your deck. And until next time, fellow mages, see you in the wizarding world.